In Lesson 2, I talked about how our thoughts and choices shape our future, how we create our own life. Because this is such an important topic, I want to go a little deeper here. We're all souls in training. We aren't expected to be perfect. We just need to learn valuable things from mistakes made. That way, we don't repeat them. In your soul lives your mind, the realm of decision. You are given the gift of free will, and each soul is required to make choices in their life. The choices you make will have a significant impact on the direction in your life. Your soul is in training and is the neutral ground between your body and your spirit. I've talked a great deal about our spirit and our personality ego. They each have different ways of navigating life. Your spirit is your connection to Source. It's your internal compass. If you listen to your spirit, it will guide you through any challenge you find yourself in and take you on a higher path. Remember, your personality ego has a veil of fear and illusion, and unless you've trained it and removed the veils of fear, it can't see what your spirit can. Our soul will have the option to either choose the will of God, which is through our spirit, or the will of the personality ego. When we choose the will of our personality ego, it often leads to poor choices and can lead us down a destructive path. Making poor choices is a part of life. We all do it and we've all done it. I have never met anyone in my lifetime who has made all the best choices for themselves and lived a flawless life. It doesn't exist. I'm a soul who has learned the hard way many, many times in my life. So why do we choose the will of our personality ego over our spirit when we make decisions? I feel there's many reasons. It's very difficult to make sound decisions if one is under the influence of any type of substance that alters the mind. It's difficult to make sound decisions if one is under a lot of stress, or not getting enough sleep, or tending to self-care. Having to make ethical, honest decisions can lack if one is under the influence of low morale company. It can be incredibly difficult to make healthy, positive choices if one is carrying unhealed emotional wounds in their life. There's also peer pressure or choosing to go along with the collective consciousness without thinking if it's right for oneself. But I feel the main reason we don't choose the will of our spirit is because we haven't trained our soul to do so. Choosing a higher path is training the soul. However, choosing the will of the personality ego will carry some painful consequences at times. Hindsight is 20/20. It's that well-known phrase that comes to mind after seeing more clearly once time has passed after making poor choices. The dust has settled, time has passed to evaluate and reflect more on past occurrences. This can be a point where regret, guilt, shame, anger, or other unpleasant emotions take over. Now, depending if any personal responsibility is put in place, sometimes blame and denial takes form. And if no personal accountability for the choices that are made is ever put in place, the aftermath can get pretty messy, unfortunately. Some poor choices can be very extreme, such as drinking and driving. Some poor choices may not seem like a big deal at the moment, but remember, every choice we make has a ripple effect. We've all made poor choices at times. We've all been there, such as spending more than one can afford. That leads to a larger debt. Or eating too much junk food. It can lead to feeling sick, gaining weight, or even developing health issues. Or spending too much time on the internet, social media. That can leading to less time for self-care, not really spending time on things that matter, such as family, friendships, growing those things. What about not getting enough sleep? That often leads to more stress on the mind and body. And not taking care of oneself. If we don't heal our past hurts, if we don't deal with those difficult emotions, if we're not willing to move through difficult life experiences, this often leads to staying stuck, depressed, angry for a very long time. It can lead to negative behavior, even making poor choices. So what do we do about the aftermath of poor choices? If we can really get honest with ourselves to see where we can make positive changes in our own life, our decision-making abilities can improve. That can lead to healthier choices, which can then positively affect one's future. It's not about shaming ourselves and others. It's about healing any inner wounds we carry in our heart so we can evolve to higher consciousness. One way to train our soul in making better choices is by taking a moment to pause and reflect before acting on something. When making an important decision, it's important to stay in a neutral position and ask yourself questions before committing to a decision. Such as, will your choice push you forward or keep you stuck in the past? Does the choice bring long-term fulfillment or only short-term excitement? Are you trying to please someone else making this choice? Are you choosing out of faith or fear? Will your choice hurt anyone or have any damaging effects? Will your choice bring value to your life, or does it take away time and energy that you might not have? It's not about doing things perfectly. We're having a human experience, and we will make mistakes along our journey. Learning how to forgive those who hurt us and forgiving ourselves is transformational soul training. It takes effort because it's not easy. It's something we're all being asked to work on. I know that if I don't work at forgiveness, I risk ruminating, which causes anger, which causes resentments, which causes guilt, which causes me to stay stuck in my life. It keeps cycling round and round like a Ferris wheel. I truly want peace in my heart, so if triggers show up, I make the choice to work at forgiveness for myself and others, even when I don't feel like it. Forgiveness is a practice. We have to keep practicing it in order to get unstuck in our own pain. But there is great news. Every single day is a brand new day. It's a blank canvas. We get to begin again. We can invite grace into our heart with open arms. We can rise above our personality ego's plan and train our spirit to lead.